My name is Rafał Pankowski. I'm a member of the Never Again Association, which is a European NGO based in Warsaw, Poland. And, the evidence you presented, the report, your statements are very powerful. I think Mrs. Kennedy is right to say that legalistic definitions are secondary in face of a tragedy on that scale. My questions are mostly to Nickey. Do you believe there is a plan to wipe out, to exterminate the whole of the community? What is your estimate about the number of the victims so far? And finally, do you think you are facing a personal risk doing the work that you do? Thank you.
I strongly believe, the military have an intention to wipe out these Rohingya population. The reason is, if you look at the state policy after 1962, and after General Newman came into power, systematically local orders and local practices and also state level policy orders continuously in line with our present finding. So right now, like I said, the genocide doesn't fall from the sky automatically. So it's this systematic persecution, institutional racism and institutional persecution against religious minority. And then now we have been seeing the result of these policy and practices. That's why I strongly believe, this is the systematic and this is result right now we are seeing. That's why we are calling genocide. And second question?
Today, numbers today. Numbers today. How many people today have been killed or displaced? Out of a population of how many?
Actually, I don't have any exact number because all calculation and estimation all over the international media. So one of the reasons is that we cannot go to the ground. So systematic blackout, systematically restricted on every access. So whoever trying to get the access, we cannot. Everybody have a estimation according to our data collection and research finding. These are all no exact number. So that I can only tell. Yes.
And could I add to that? Please correct me if I'm wrong about this, both of you. But my understanding is that there is an estimate that there were about 1.4 million Rohingya, and that about 900,000 are now in Cox's Bazar. Is that right? So, I mean, if those numbers are even vaguely true, 900,000 have been forced out of the country. I think that tells the story.
Yeah, that's the truth. I'm telling. Sorry, my taken wrong. That I'm thinking like how many have been killed and murdered. So we don't have any exact data because we cannot access the ground.
And your personal situation?
My personal situation. Sometimes I had a till because I'm a human rights activist and also working with the for the fire rights. Sometimes working on every kinds of human rights violations perpetrated by the military. So military never like that kinds of work. So not only me, other human rights group like in the Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch also facing similar situation. So like our colleague Tom Andrewson, like if we stop doing, we will my generation and all our generation facing same pattern of abuses. So what I'm involved in human rights issue in Myanmar is I don't like to see any kinds of violation during my generation. So whatever threat or whatever situation, so not literally I don't care. I think I can survive and I can do it.
Just a quick note on the killings. In addition to what Kerry and Nickey said, MSF put out a survey that indicated more than 6,700 people were killed in the first 3 weeks of the clearance operations, and they insisted that their figure was highly conservative.